I'm a teacher, and that's the role I want, most of the times to have. It is a pleasure to be here today because we have listened to so many interesting initiatives towards preventing and tackling school bullying and also youth violence. And yes, I believe that you all agree with me that this is a global phenomenon. And yes, I believe that it is more than necessary to share knowledge and to share experiences. Something that this conference does actually right now, because we have seen a lot of important ideas. When referring to school bullying, most of the people say that is a problem. And I believe that we should not consider it as a problem or merely as a problem, but I think that it is an opportunity to turn school into an environment of respect, understanding, and empowerment. And I believe that all of you might say, is that feasible? Can we do it? The answer is yes. And that's why we are here from Douka School, and I say we because I'm the person who is on the podium, but we have got the team of psychologists, Ekpaideftiria and Chryssanthi Douka with us, and our goal is to present to you a policy towards that goal, the goal that I told you before, the policy for the prevention and tackling of violence and bullying that we implement in our school. And you will tell me, just tell us a few words about the school. Well, the school, Douka School, is a private school. And it is a school of 1,700 students from kindergarten, pre-K, to grade 12, 200 teachers. And yes, we do have problems of school bullying and violence. And it was something that we discussed before with Mr. Yannopoulos. We should not tell that all these policies are here to eliminate the problem. Mostly they're here to highlight some advice and some solutions that I believe you will find useful. So, in our school, the core, which is the heart of our approach, is a social-emotional empowerment program. It is unified, it is linear, it is structured, and there are a lot of steps and a lot of stages to that. The awareness-raising talks, speeches, and presentations for teachers, students, the parents. We need to have the parents with us. Cross-curricular projects. Agapi beforehand showed us a lot in her school, and they were great. Experiential activities, and also the school mediation program. Something revolutionary, and we'll talk about that later on. Our goal is the development of functional relationships for children, both with themselves and with others. So the child is in the heart of this policy. This policy has got several thematic axes, and we have got the five ones which are the core ones: the emotions, self-image and self-esteem, collaboration, social skills and communication skills. And then we do have coping with stress situations. We deal with students with learning disabilities. And also, we pay a lot of attention to crisis management and adaptation. All these in collaboration with the families. And this is really important. And I want to show you something that's a sneak peek. Although it is Greek, I'm going to try to translate it. All these are the different axes, and it's the program that we implement. As you can see, we have got on the left side where you see that's the yellow one, the yellow color is for kindergarten, and then we go to green, primary school, and the blue one is for high school, junior and senior high school. And you can see all the different actions that we have got in emotions. Number 2, it is self-esteem, where we are going to recognize some different traits of the personality of the students. In number 3, with communication skills, and 4, collaboration. And then we have got our social skills, which are really important. How are we going to teach the students to deal with difficult and stressful situations? And then, of course, the core of it is school bullying. The students with special needs, that connection of the two most important ecosystems, I tell them, in the life of a child. On the one part, family, on the other part is the school. And we do have different actions, like we show some movies, we're going to discuss game roles and everything. Of course, each program needs an evaluation, and we do evaluate that program. As you can see there, we have got a forms evaluation for this program and also for the action that we call it Let's Go Together. And why do we do that? And I have heard that from different people who spoke today. Because if you evaluate, then you can realize if there are mistakes, if something doesn't work with your school, and also you can give the chance to make this program better. And that's what we really want. Then the second stage, because the first stage was the prevention, the second stage is the tackling and also the school mediation. There we have got everybody. We do have the teaching staff, the administrative staff, students, parents, external partners. And here you can see part of it in our school regulation form, because everybody needs to know it. It's something that you can find it in this paper. And of course, what can we see in there? We can see forms of bullying. Professor Smith beforehand gave us a definition. I'm thinking about it, if it's right or wrong. And the signs of the bullying occurrence, reasons, reporting and seeking help system, the responsibilities of everybody, preventive and corrective measures, and guidance for all the parts that are involved. And something that we pay a lot of attention to is that all the members of our institution, they do have specific roles, but everybody knows about these roles. And everybody knows about recognizing and reporting an incident. Well, somebody might say, okay, the teachers should do that. No. Because as we have seen before, the school is an ecosystem and doesn't have only teachers. It's the people who work for lunchtime, the bus drivers, many people who come from another, let's say, school, or they visit us. So everybody should know how to recognize and report an incident, steps for handling the incidents. We have got a tick-the-box paper. So every time that an incident happens, sometimes Eddie laughs with that. I open my drawer and take that out. It's a paper, and I say, step 1, I need to do that. So everybody ticks the box, and we know what to do, because we need to do some steps before reporting that to the parent. And of course, if it is something really, really important, let's say it has to do with a criminal act, something that hasn't happened gladly in our school, we need to report it to public authorities. It's an annual plan, and with workshops and seminars and talks and presentations and social activities. And the teachers are involved with everything that I told you before. The students are involved. And this is something that I want you to take from this presentation, that the student is in the core of this program. And the students know what to do when a phenomenon occurs. This is something that I believe helps us. You need to teach to the young ones how to deal with that incident. And of course, you need to help them if they want to deal all these things without the help of the teacher, of the administration. And that's the formation of the mediation group. And of course, we have got the role of the parents. The parents are informed when we have an incident, with regular communication, and of course with active participation. That's the evaluation again of the second stage, because we have evaluation of the first stage, which is the prevention, and of the second stage, which is the tackling. And this is the last part. The last part is the school mediation, when we have got students who are going to work together in order to solve a situation. These students are trained by the group of our psychologists, and their aim is to lead both parties to a mutual and satisfactory resolution of the conflict. And trust me, they do so. And I believe that it is something that is better instead of using the teacher or the person who is responsible, the director. The school mediation cultivates mutual respect, tolerance, and democratic dialogue. Now, these are the cases for the school mediation: verbal, physical conflicts, intra-school violence, attack, online conflict, but we do not handle substance use. They do not handle attack with an object, thefts, and sexual harassment. Just before I leave you, I asked my students, because we were talking about this presentation, tell me something, tell me a line that you want me to use as the closing part of this presentation. So one of them came and told me, Miss, it says peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. I said, wow, fantastic. Then he came next to my ear and said, it's ChatGPT who told me that. I said, okay, doesn't matter. But I congratulated him, because that was in the core of what I wanted to share with you today, what we wanted to share with you today, that the prevention of school bullying is not merely the avoidance of conflicts. We cannot avoid them. We said that before. But the creation of a fair and safe environment where all students are accepted and they feel accepted and respected. And that's why we did that policy, a policy which I want you to keep in mind is something that has a certification. So now comes the second part with Mr. Theofanopoulos about the certification of this project. Thank you, and I hope that you have great experiences again with your schools in your countries. I wish I knew all the languages. I only speak a little bit of Spanish and Italian to say hello to the others. Thank you.